Alright, working on the old Ford again today. I think maybe we'll cut and bend some metal, make some patches for in there. So let me climb in there and show you what we're going to do. Alright, what I'm going to do is take a measurement here, because I'm going to have to get a piece of metal and bend it, you know, because the bottom here isn't flush with this piece here. But what I did is I made up a storage stick, which is just 2 pieces of metal here. And then it's actually more accurate than a tape measure. And what we're going to do is go for the 2 furthest spots, because this isn't exactly square. So we're going to go. I'm going to try and stay out of your way. Alright, these are the 2 furthest spots right here. That's our dimension right there. So we're not even going to measure it. See, now if you use a tape measure, you know, you got the end here that's, you know, that moves. That moves the thickness of that, which is about maybe a 64th or so. And then when you go into the corner, you know, you're going to bend your tape, and you're more or less guessing at where it's at over here. So we call this a storage stick. A lot of carpenters and cabinet makers use them. So I'm going to need that measurement. We'll just bring that in there, leave that like that. And then this angle was so thick that it's not going to lay straight. So I'm going to lay a piece of flat up here, and we're going to need about 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch bend in the bottom. And we'll start with that. And then even this piece isn't welded in yet. It's just sitting there. So, and then when I come out with that, I'll put up against here, because that's not a straight cut. And then we'll just run a scribe along there, and we should come pretty close. So let's go in. Let's go in the garage. Pretty chilly out here. You probably got a lot of shadows going on here, but you know, I'm doing the best I can here. So let's go in the garage and maybe bend some metal, cut and bend. Also, I'm going to need a rough measurement from there, 3 inches. Okay. Alrighty. All right. We're inside now. It's nice and toasty in here. And here's a piece of that wall, the original wall right here. And I'll see if I can get that stand up. There we go. And got my gauge here, and let's see if we can get it right on there. There we go. So that's 16 gauge, and I got a big it's like a 2x4 piece here, and let's see, there we go. It's 16 gauge there. Alright. Yeah, last time I told somebody, you know, I only pay like $15 for a piece of this, and then I said I paid $5 for that angle. Well, I just picked up a load of steel here. This is 60 foot of channel, or 60 foot of angle, 1/8 inch angle. It doesn't look like it because of the way it's stacked here, but there's 3 10-foot pieces of 2x2, which I'm going to use for the front of the bed, and then another 60 foot, you know, 10-foot sections of 1x1. So I picked that up, and in one of the comments somebody told me I was full of crap, and here's a receipt for that angle right here. 3 pieces of 1x1x1, 1/8 inch, 10 foot long, and it's only $5.53 a piece. So I'm going to use that to trim out the wood, just to go around the bed and trim out the wood, so I can do that whole bed for $16. And then this other stuff, 2x2, 1/4 inch angle, 10 foot. You know, that was only $11 a piece, so that's $33. And I'll use pieces of that elsewhere. So that big 60 foot of steel was only $50. So I'm lucky to have that steel place so close. like I say, I mean, the stuff is really cheap. But there it is, you know. Like I say, somebody called me on it and called me a liar, but there are the facts. Just the facts, man. Alright, let me lay this out and we'll cut our piece. Alright, measurements were 3 inches high with a 3/4 right angle on the bottom, so we'll go with 4 inches. That'll compensate for our angle and give me a little play. So this measurement here isn't very critical. Alright, now we get our storyboard, our story stick here. Yeah, when I put this vice grip on here, I left a little bit here so I can actually have room to lay it on the metal here. Okay, so there's where we need to make a mark. But this one's pretty critical, so I'm going to smear a little goop on here and scribe it. It's our Sharpie Magnum. They're good to have. Alright, let me get a scribe here. And we'll do that again. Okay. I'm right here. I'm right here. Right. That one we want dead nuts on, so. Alright. I'll get my cutting tools and we'll be right back with you. Alright. You guys got your headphones on and eye protection? I'm going to make this cut here first. This cut ain't that critical. I want to stay on the outside of it because when we get to the truck we're gonna have to trim it up with the grinder and stuff because them cuts on the truck weren't perfect. So like I said, I want to stay on the outside here. Yeah, I ran off the line a little bit there. That was my fault. I don't know why I wasn't paying attention, but it shouldn't affect us. But there's the piece. There's a piece that we need. Just cut this out of the way. Alright, I brought you over to the bench here. What I got here is a little 30-inch brake, you know, to bend that metal. This is something I bought about 45 years ago from Harbor Freight. That's when they were just a mail order business, you know. And, you know, it's crude, but it does the job, you know, and it's actually pretty well made. You know, and I think they still sell it. You know, I used to have little handles to go on the side here. But I'm sure I got them down there somewhere. It's been on my bench for a while. Yeah, these have nice little handles with little balls on the end, and it would bend it. But this is crude. It's 30 inches, so it does what you need it to do. And it's perfect for what I'm going to do right now. You know, I just have to bend a little 3/4 inch angle in the bottom of this thing. You have to line it up to where you want it, right at that crease. You got to line up your 3/4. And then you get this big hunk of iron here they got here. It's a precision piece. And then you put it down to where you want it and clamp it down. You know, like I say, it's crude and it takes a little time, but it'll get you a nice angle. So let me set it up and put you guys back on a tripod, and we'll see what it does. Matter of fact, it's got a little bit of rust on there from sitting around all these years. But actually, the back of it's still nice and painted and stuff. Alright, yeah, I measured it out to exactly 3/4 inch, because when I took the measurement I actually went behind the panel. So if this is less than 3/4 inch when I make a bend, usually got to allow for the bend. So normally if I wanted a 3/4 inch, I would, with the thickness of this metal, I probably would have went 7/8. But I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but it'll be okay. And we had room in the plate here, so I hope you get what I'm saying. You know where I've been, you know where I'm going. So, alright, I got everything clamped down here. Let's see if we can bend it. You gotta be careful because you can over bend it. Try and stay out of your way here. Pretty strong piece of metal. It's bending though. Let me see if I can get something a little stronger in here so I don't bend my screwdrivers. Okay, that's 16 gauge, and that's about as thick as you're going to be able to bend with this little rig. Because that truck is old, and you know that's the thickness of steel it had. But the newer cars and stuff isn't this thick. But what I found these. I cut these off when I took the shocks off of that truck. I cut the extensions off it, you know, and it works perfect because the front here will fit right into the hole, and then it thickens up here. Plus, it gives me a little more leverage. So I might have to get in the way, you know, just so I can put some ass behind this. So excuse my back. Well, maybe I can get it from here. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I think I kicked you. I didn't mean to kick you guys. Okay. That pretty much looks like a 90. You know, and it springs back too. So I'm fully extended, and I think I got my 90. So let's see what we got. Take these clamps off. Road King should have waited for Mike or them guys, because he's got a bad shoulder, dislocated shoulder, and I shouldn't be doing that stuff. It's tough not to be able to work though. Oh, who the hell put this on here? Alright. So like I said, that's crude, but it does the job. It does what you need. Let's see what we got left here. Alright. So we got, where you guys at? I know you got a glare here. So there we go. So I got my 1/4 inch, which is fine. So that's good. So that's where we're at. Alright, we'll bring this out to the truck and yeah, that's standing up nice. Standing up perfect. Alright, yeah, I got this piece cut. It's just sitting there right now. Nothing is welded in. Matter of fact, the magnet is just holding it in place. But it's a nice fit all around. It's nice and tight, so we shouldn't have any trouble welding that in place. So what I'm going to do now is come over here and get this big gap and try and cut that. I won't show you that because you've seen the other side. But before I do that, in this whole bed, other than the, you know, the little dings and dents on the fender wells, on the walls, there's only one dent right here. And I don't know if I can get it. I can't really get up there to bang it. Well, maybe I could. But I think all I'm going to do is I use the old slide hammer. I haven't used this thing in so long it rusted up hanging on the wall. You see how nice it was down on the bottom there. That's where the knocker was sitting. It was hanging next to the heater. That's why Christ, over that many years it rusted up. Kills me to see that happen to tools, but what are you gonna do? Alright. Yeah, I'll probably just put maybe 3 or 4 holes in that and pull it out and hit it in instead of try to reach up there and stuff. Alright. I don't have the tripod out here, so we'll just have to show it to you when we're done. Alright. Yeah, that came out pretty well there. Just have to weld them holes in now, and you might not even need to do any body work on there, so that's pretty good. Yeah, my buddy Aaron mentioned he's seen the magic hammer in one of the videos the other day. Yeah, we don't feature this much anymore, but boy, if this thing could talk, huh? Alright. Alright, I took a measurement with our storage stick here, and that might take a full 2-foot piece there, but I'll mess with that, and I think I'll wait for the guys to get here and bend that for me, because when I made that bend on the bottom, this other one here, it sort of messed up my shoulder again. So, alright, I think that'll be enough for this. It'll take a while to fit this, so maybe we'll start the next video where we get that fitted in. Alright, enough of this.